Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. That picture kind of shaky. Hey, just when I'm ready to start talking, here come motorcycle man, trying to drown me out in my own video. Come on, motorcycle man. We gonna wait and let him come on by so I can say what I need to say. Come on. He got the nerve to be driving 10 miles an hour on the highway. Come on, motorcycle. Okay, now y'all can hear me. Verika Robinson. Got a lot to say. I don't know if you're gonna like this video, but it's the truth. I want to talk about the babies born in the 80s. I need you to understand that you are a very, very special group of people. I was born in 1983. That means I have the responsibility of bringing wealth into my family. Now, a lot of people will be like, well, Verika, what are you talking about? How is it my responsibility? Of course it's your responsibility, because I want you to think about this. The babies born in the 80s means we came up on the internet. In the 1990s, when I was coming up in school, you know, I never typed a paper on a typewriter. It was always a computer. We did everything. When I researched the paper, I didn't go to the library and use the card catalog and find the books and read the books and read all the paragraphs and do all the footnote. And I didn't do none of that. I went straight to, at the time it wasn't Google, it was Ask Jeeves. Y'all remember Ask Jeeves, the little butler man? He'd stand there with his plate, and then in the little bar you put your question. Yeah, Ask Jeeves was important. I mean, it was popular then. And that's what I would use to do my paper. So, now think about it. I'm an Arkansan. Arkansas is an old state. I'm talking about, I think we still had slaves. Slavery ended in 1865. I really want to believe Arkansas still had slaves in 1900. I ain't lying. I really want to believe they did, because this state is just so old. They don't progress like the rest of the states. I'm proud. Everything I learned here, but the truth is the truth. This is not the most progressive state. Come on, lawnmower man. In the middle of my video. Come on. And you know what? I already started this video, so I'm not stopping. Lawnmower man right there on the edge of the street. Come on, lawnmower man. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Look, let me tell you. Babies born in the 80s. Now, I started to think back in my family tree. Get that out of my video. I started to think back at my family tree. If I was born in the 80s, my mama was born in the 60s. That means my grandparents were born in the 40s. My grandmother picked cotton when she was a little girl. I'm for real, she picked cotton. So she didn't pick cotton because she wanted to or she needed spending money. She picked cotton because she had to be able to help feed her siblings. That's how serious it is. That's how serious it is in this state. So think about what it would take for somebody born in the 1940s, for a black female in the 1940s Arkansas to bring wealth to her family. Born poor because you're the daughter of a sharecropper. Born poor, it would take a white male to come in, take my grandmama under his wing, teach her a skill, teach her how to do something, make something, sell something. And back then it would be actually setting up a physical spot and people come to you. There was no internet, remember? Yeah. Once upon a time, there was no internet. A white male, because it had to be a white male, it couldn't be a black male, because back then, black males were not successful, not in this state. It couldn't be a black female, because back then, females were nurses, teachers, or what'd you get to do? You get to be a nurse, you get to be a teacher, or a domestic. That's pretty much it. Or a house mama. That's all you got to do being a black female in the 1940s in Arkansas. So the white male would have to come in, teach my grandmama a skill, pay her bills while she's interning with him, and then whatever it is he teaches her, he would have to pay to fund the idea. That's what it would take to change the poverty in my family, or to take a poor family to some kind of financial stability. Now, how realistic is that? You know that's not going to happen. That does not happen. So here comes my mama in the 1960s. Same thing. Same thing for a black Southern woman. And then here I come in the 1980s. Raised on the internet. Information about real estate investing, information about stock investing, information about selling commerce online, being a business owner, all of it hand-fed to me, so I can do with my life whatever I want. If you are the one in the family with the very first fishing pole, I don't have to tell you that you're the one that's finna go catch the fish and feed the family. I don't have to tell you that. You're the first one with the fishing pole. And it's the same thing with this generation born in the 80s. We're the first ones that are hand-fed information, and we get to live whatever life we want to live. I can become an expert in anything I want. YouTube is a new classroom. webinars, free workshops, YouTube videos. I was looking up a stock investor the other day, and he has over 1,000 videos giving free information. There is no excuse for babies born in the 80s to be broke. It is our responsibility to bring money into the family tree. It's our responsibility. So if you don't know, I'm telling you, it's not optional. This is your moral obligation, because you're the first one that has a bunch of privileges that you never had to work for. You're hand-fed information, so it's your responsibility to bring wealth into your family. 80s babies born in the 80s, step it up. It's go time. Go time.